Going on, guys? This is Sean from Chrome Diggers. Today we're going to go over on how to make the Aero Jig. We'll go over some of the materials we're going to be using today. We'll be using some black chenille, some red chenille, some red thread 70 Ultra. We'll also be using a 1/8 ounce jig head in white, some red yarn from Glow Bugs, and then some saddle hackle. Yeah, let me know what you guys think at the end, and we'll get into it. Alright, so what you guys want to do first is get a nice bed going. You can go a few times up and down. Just get a nice bed so that everything nice, can sit on it nice and flat and flush. Get working on that there. So I've got my 2 pieces of chenille, black, and then 1 in red. Just get them laid down on the top side of the shank there. I just do all 3 pieces at once and get them secured. The trick is, I find when you're getting it down, just with your first couple, go nice and light, and then as you continue to go with your wraps, you can get tighter and tighter with it. That way it'll stay on the top of that shank and not want to move around on you. So now we're going to get ready. We're going to get our yarn put on there. This what makes it nice. If you have a Rotary Vise, you can just flip it over and get it on the bottom side. I just use a bigger piece. You'll come back towards the end and then we'll trim it up at the end, but just get it secured and nice and tight on the bottom there. And you can leave a little bit of bulk. It'll help with making the body when you get to that part. So this next part, we're going to tie in the saddle hackle. What you want to do before you get it ready is kind of brush the feathers back. So you grab the tip of it and you'll pull it back, and that's kind of what frays it out. So get that tied in there. Once it's tied in, you'll grab the end of that, and then you'll also grab the black chenille along with it. Now the reason I'm using 2 pieces of chenille, just it's kind of preference. You can do it however you like. You can use one piece or 2 pieces. I like using 2, it just makes the tail a little bit thicker. But once again, that's all preference on how you want to do it. So you'll want to get it all pulled nice and tight. I put my clip on there, and once you get it clipped, you're just going to start twisting it. And you'll watch that hackle starts twisting around that chenille. So what you're doing is you're twisting it to the point where it's going to double back on itself. So keep twisting until you almost feel like it just wants to kind of roll up on itself. And once you get to that point, you grab your scissors, and about the halfway point, just put a little pressure and then fold it over itself, and then back to where you've tied in and let go. Once you let go, it'll just twist onto itself there, and that's what creates that tail. After you get it twisted up, you can actually just let it hang there, and then you'll secure it into place. Alright, so once you've got it secured, you can come back through and cut off all the excess. And then you'll come back through and trim some of that hackle out of there, so then kind of cleans it up, makes it nice so that when you wrap your body, you don't have to deal with any of that in there. once you've got that all trimmed out, once again, this next step is going to be a little bit easier if you have a rotary vise. If not, you'll have to hand wrap the red chenille. But in this case, we are using a rotary vise, so we're going to use that. Just kind of hold on to the chenille there and go ahead and twist your vise around and build that body up with that chenille. After you've got it wrapped around the body there, you're going to go ahead and secure it into place. Once you've got it secure, go ahead and trim all your excess off, and then go ahead and give a few securing turns at the end there. And then go ahead and do your whip finishes at the end. Alright, once you've got it all nice and tied up tight, we'll come back through and we'll trim our yarn down. Take the rest of your thread and cut it off, and you're done. So let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned. We will have more videos coming out on how to tie, and getting ready for another fishing trip here, so we'll hopefully have some on the water time as well. Stay tuned. Chrome Diggers out.